You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, shocking the world. How about this? He's not going back to Fox Sports after all. The Broncos have reached a deal for Sean Payton to be their head coach. Russell Wilson gets his guy. Wow. Everything was looking like Sean Payton was going back to Fox Sports. And now the tables got turned. And Broncos fans can now take a sigh of relief. All of that drama, all of the people turning down the Broncos, and they end up with the guy they wanted all along. Many believed that the Broncos didn't want to pay him. All right, that was a thing. So let's get to this. Broncos reached a deal with the Saints for Sean Payton. New Orleans Saints and Denver Broncos have agreed to compensation in return for Super Bowl winning head coach Sean Payton. Sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter. I guarantee you he knows. The Saints will receive the Broncos' 2023 first-round pick, number 30 overall, and their 2024 second-round pick for Payton, and the Saints' third-round selection, sources said. It clears the way for Payton to sign with the Broncos to become the franchise next head coach. The Broncos had traded their first-round pick to the Seattle Seahawks in last year's blockbuster trade to acquire Russell Wilson, but then acquired a first-round pick from the Miami Dolphins in the trade that sent Bradley Chubb to Miami last season. That pick originally belonged to the 49ers, who sent the pick to Miami in the trade that allowed them to, good God, take Trey Lance. My God. So, Payton will be Denver's next head coach after agreement. According to multiple sources, this is Michael David Smith over at PFT. That brings Payton back after a year off, gives Denver its best hope for revitalizing an offense that fell apart last year after trading for Russell Wilson. Payton was viewed as the Broncos' first choice throughout this coaching cycle, but it was unclear whether they'd be able to reach a deal, both with Payton and the Saints, for the appropriate compensation. Now that the deals have been reached, Payton is on his way to Denver. And there was a report that came out late last night that the perception was, a lot of people were like, well, why don't they just offer him a monetary amount that he just can't refuse? And a story came out that they had not done that because the Walmart family did not want to piss off other NFL owners by sort of resetting the coaching market in the same way that the Deshaun Watson deal was a disaster. Okay, in other words, people were like, coaches, you know, the owners don't want to have to pay coaches $20 and $25 million a year. Now, the dirty little secret around the league is that Bill Belichick's made that kind of money for years, but it's not in the form of his actual contract, and a lot of these coaches are that way. These big, hotshot coaches, okay? Not Mike McCarthy, all right? He's probably getting paid exactly what it says he's getting paid. But Bill Belichick and some of these guys, yeah, they've got other means that income comes in other ways, and I've heard Florio say it a lot. You know, he thinks Belichick's making $20 to $25 million, probably $25 million. But here we are, and that's probably what Payton is getting. We don't have the figures on it yet. And there was a lot of voices out there that were saying, Colin Cowherd included, that thought Payton would end up passing on the job because of Russell Wilson. I think this is a great hire for the Broncos. I do. If there's any hopes of getting Russell Wilson fixed, this is your guy to do it. I do believe that. Either him or Jim Harbaugh was your two guys. And absolutely, Sean Payton is a QB whisperer. We're about to find out and see what he can do in Denver. Denver just got a whole lot more interesting. And that's saying a lot because that dumpster fire was pretty interesting this last season. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.